Hi guys, Victor Costa, Peace, Love, and Muscles. Hope you're doing well. Today's video is about belts, straps, wraps, knee wraps, elbow wraps, and all that other stuff. And I wanted to share with you my opinion about that. So a lot of folks are using these types of devices to accomplish a lift. In other words, but for those things, but for the belt, but for the wraps, but for the straps, but for everything, they wouldn't be able to do the exercise. So I'm really sort of against that, because I've noticed that there's a lot of bodybuilders who are getting hurt out there, a lot of people who are fitness enthusiasts who are pushing themselves and really getting injured out there. And they're using these devices kind of like duct tape to kind of keep their body together. It's like, but for the weight belt, their organs would spill out. So I don't want you to use those devices in that way. I think that they're actually okay to use if they're used to aid a lift. In other words, you could do the lift without the belt, without the straps, without the wraps and all those things, and you just decide to do it to support you. So in other words, if you're using those tools, you should be able to do the exercise without those, and then additionally support yourself later on by doing it. So I don't want that to be the factor as to whether or not you could actually lift the weight. By the way, if your grip is weak and you can't do let's say a deadlift or shrugs with the weight that you want, isn't that a signal about where to work? I always think that that's a great biofeedback mechanism when the body is telling us, hey, you can't hold on to this particular weight with your hands. Maybe that's a signal that the weight should not be lifted, rather than, hey, let me tie myself to this equipment. Let me duct tape myself to this equipment so that I can ultimately lift it. In my opinion, it's not a lift if you can't do it without those things. So I'm okay, again, with supporting it if provided that you're able to do the lift without those things. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate your view. In the description portion of this video, you will see a link to my steroid test, as well as a link to my free audiobook, Uncommon Fitness and Bodybuilding Knowledge. I think you'll absolutely love it, and I think it'll change your training. Peace.